some terrific rebounding here in this one tonight.
Yeah, you know how I feel about glass eaters, Kevin. I love to see guys do work on the boards, and that's both boards. On the offensive end, pursuing the ball, getting extra possessions. Defensively, it's the last step to a good defensive possession.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Simmons. And it's Aldridge in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's KD. Oh, my goodness! What a play! Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Pass to Muscala. Takes a three. Simmons pulls it in. And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. Pulls from the top of the key. That one wide left. Here's Dort. Rejected by Harris. And he gets it back. Gilgeous-Alexander against Aldridge. Three-pointer. Muscala misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Simmons. Durant. That's good.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight. Practically a sure thing when he lets it fly.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Simmons. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's KD. Can't hit from the elbow.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skipped prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Now here's Irving. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Nets.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Now here's Durant. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Really rare to see a guy that's 6'11" have the kind of elite passing skills that Ben Simmons has. Really, really impressive.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girls.
Andre Drummond's check in for Brooklyn.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Drummond. First in rebounding. And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Daigneault. One thing he wants to do is prevent Ben Simmons from getting downhill. Coach said with his speed, handle, and vision, he'll pick you apart if you let him run the court unimpeded. We're going to try to pick him up the minute he receives the ball, Kevin. But that's easier said than done. Back to you.
Thank you, David. It's the Nets now. following the score by Oklahoma City. Irving up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5 on the clock. Here's Simmons. That shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Here's Pokusevski. Man passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Man. And there's the pass to Pokusevski. There's the triple. Great D that time from Irving. Brooklyn leading by 5. Durant, the pass to Drummond. Here's Simmons. Pokusevski grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
Drummond likes to be in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor, playing defense and gobbling up rebounds. He makes a lot of good defensive plays.
Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Man. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers in the NBA. He details where it all started.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just...
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
We've got Williams. Lou Dort out there with Muscala. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Here's Durant. Out to Harris. The 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Harris has got 6 points.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot. Brooklyn leading by 11.
And Lou Dort has made a name for himself on defense. Viewed as a superstar stopper, well, he's earned it with his play.
Now here's Durant. Passes to Claxton. Outside for Simmons. Over Williams. Here's Claxton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Claxton's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
All right, ladies, coming up to the court. Come on, get loud for your Thunder Girl.
So for the Nets, Drummond's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's LaMarcus Aldridge in for Simmons. Greg, the way Dort has handled guys like LeBron and Harden, he does as well as anyone when it comes to defending them.
Yeah, I mean, he's small but strong and really hard to bump off his spot. Quick enough to stay with anyone on their drives and just turning into a great shutdown defender.
And both free throws good for Williams. And the NBA shifting the rules. We're seeing record-setting scoring. But, Clark, some think the officiating has shifted too far in the offense's favor. What do you think?
Well, I can certainly understand that sentiment, Kevin. It has created a circumstance where the offense does have the upper hand. That's always been the case, but it's tilted more so that way. But I think it's good for the game. Basketball is a contact game, but it's not a wrestling match. So I don't have a problem with the way the game is officiated as it is right now.
Here's Baisley following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Now Dort. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Williams against Irving. It's intercepted. Pass to Dort. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here's Irving. He has 5. Harris finds KD.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Shoots over Dort, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 10 points.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead. That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Seth Curry in for Joe Harris. Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot missing. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. The kick out to Irving. Outside, KD. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And the Nets with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Down low.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. And that's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Ben Simmons comes in for Irving.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Will be the pass to Dort. KD comes with the double team. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And the pass to Pokusevski. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Pokusevski's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Simmons penetrating. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Well, I think he's the ultimate point forward. Simmons has the skills of a point guard, the size of a 4-man, and is terrific off the bounce.
And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
They set the pick from the arc. The shot, no good. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Brooklyn ahead, ending the second quarter with a huge surge. An 18-7 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved.
Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
I mean, who doesn't love a five-star matchup like this? Both players showing their competitive nature, igniting their teammates' fire with these performances. Expect this level of play to continue in the second half.
And now we turn our attention back to the first half. What a performance by Kevin Durant.
All I can say, he's been MFPS, and that stands for most frequent prolific scorer. If you don't know anything about me, he's been efficient. He's really the man driving the force in their offense. Look, when he's rolling like this, good luck slowing him down.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Ben Simmons is out there with Irving, and it's Aldridge in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Aldridge, the Thunder making the shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Here's Durant. He doesn't hit that one. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams is checked in. And so it's Brooklyn with it.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud.
Simmons looking around. Outside Irving. From 11 feet away. Outside for Simmons. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Thunder trailing by 12. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, that's a hard man to slow down once he's on the move. I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to step in front of Aldridge.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Here's Baisley. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
When Aldridge is in the neighborhood, you've got to be careful shooting it. I mean, proving there that he's capable of blocking shots.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now, here's Aldridge. Here's Simmons. It's stolen by Muscala. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Simmons. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
KD on the wing. He's got 10. Out to Harris. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Aldridge. Just 4 to shoot. Count that one. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girls.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. Number 1, Andre Drummond, and of course, Kevin Durant.
Guys, we're lucky to get to watch two of the league's most outstanding rebounders on the same court here today.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's man. Guarded by Simmons, and stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
So valuable on the defensive side of the ball, Simmons goes beyond versatile, Clark. He can guard 1 through 5 at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, you start with his tremendous athleticism for a guy that's a legitimate 6'11". He takes pride in defending, and he's disruptive as well as disciplined.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. The pass to Drummond. Oh, he misses the dunk. Thunder trailing by 16. Pass to man. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
He dishes it to Drummond. Two points. That one goes. Drummond's got 6.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oklahoma City ball. Coming onto the floor for the Nets, Marcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin.
And good defensive focus there from Griffin, not allowing the shooter to get by.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Nets. They lead by 18. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here.
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Lou Dort, and it's Todd Kusevsky in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded, and you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Giddey.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Dort, and oh, he just jams him right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Durant with it. Dort covering. KD against Dort. On the wing, Irving. Outside for Durant. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Dort. No good off the front iron. Thunder trailing by 18. From 11 feet away, the rebound by the Nets. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Durant dishes to Aldridge. Patchen coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Takes a step back. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. From 11 feet away, it's sent back down by Simmons. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Muscala comes in for Obi. And Baisley subbed in for Pokuševski. And a change for the Nets. Andre Drummond's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's KD. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Outside, Dort. Over Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala.
Mike Muscala.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Nets leading by 20. Stolen away. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Giddey. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA. And Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He has really fed off that. Here's Muscala driving the lane. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Muscala's got his first basket of the night. At the elbow, it's Drummond. Outside Irving. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Mike Muscala.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, he fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. For a number of seasons, offensive output, Greg, has been on the rise, as we've seen. But last year, it went to a whole different level.
I mean, how about 2 years ago with Dallas? They had the greatest offensive season since all the way back in 1973, averaging over 116 points per 100 possessions. Get this, last year, 7 teams beat that record.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Ben Simmons.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
Drummond finds Simmons. Pass to Harris for the 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Drummond. Rebound by Muscala. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Baisley. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. KD drives in. Here's Drummond. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. And the Nets lead by 21.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Outside, Simmons launches a three, can't get it to fall. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.